That's just
All
to
right,
be.
all right, all right. It's Saturday. You know what that means. It is the most anticipated pregame show because we don't do this stuff like we don't do what ESPN do. We don't do what Fox Sports do. We do what AFN does. And for those that don't know, we're still in the hunt. I know some of y'all don't like that, and it is what it is. But we're about to talk some of y'all off the ledge. What we're not going to do today is talk about anything that has to do with Georgia Dogs football. That is a curse word. We ain't going to talk about that today. All right. What I have is these are two new faces to the show. What I have to my right is I'm gonna call him Mr. Tyrone because when you have somebody named Tyrone, you only gotta call him Mr. All right, all right. You got Mr. Tyrone. Yo, talk to him, brother.
Hey man, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Most of y'all know me. If you don't, I'm Tyrone from Feeler Sports. How everybody doing this morning?
Good, bro.
Yeah, and the way I like it, man, short and sweet. My man, short and sweet down there, man. Frank, what's up, Frank?
Man, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, how long y'all been fans? Like, Frank, how long you been a fan of Falcons football?
Since a jit, man. I've been a Falcons fan. I'm a homer. I'm a homer, man. Everything I love is Georgia, man. I'm right here making Georgia, man. So I'm a homer. It's what it
Okay,
is.
that's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. I'm only 20, so yeah, I'm the biggest homer. I've been a fan since I was a baby. I mean, I got Falcons jerseys from when I was like a baby. So I've been a Falcons fan my whole life.
Oh, this bloodline then, man. This is just like you ain't got no choice, man. This is like
Yeah,
Godfather. You in the
basically, me and
family.
my dad's side are all Falcons fans. That was just, that was how it's gonna go. If you grew up in Atlanta, you was gonna be a Falcons fan, basically.
Yeah. So you came up in so you was more like in the Vic era or a little bit before then when you really
Vic
became
was
like
Vic
diehard.
was Vic was drafted the year I was born. He was 01. 01 was his draft year,
Wow.
and I was born that year. But then if we go, I really got into football when Matt Ryan got drafted. Like I didn't get to see Vic really play because he only played about 5 years, and then he had his whole thing, and I couldn't remember it. So, I really got was more of the Vic. I got more of the poor bad Falcons going into the Matt Ryan there. That's what I
Got you. And what about you, Frank? How long you been a fan? Same thing? Yo, Frank, you can
got.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. How long you been like which era you came in at?
Ooh, probably. Did we have like Chandler was the quarterback?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a minute, man. That's when I really got introduced to football. Probably around 7th grade, something like that. Yeah. So
Yeah, so
Dirty
I'm
Bird era.
familiarized.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
all of them.
familiarize yourself with me, bro. I'm from New York. Some of can some of the people in here can tell from my accent.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
so you know what I'm saying. So when you up here, it's like depending on where you live at, it's either Giants, Jets, or what have you. I mean, when I was young, what I'm saying, it's like 1998. So you already know where this story is going. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah.
I was like a Cowboys fan. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I'm tired of seeing the same, different era, same old shit. So I'm like, yo, who is this on my screen? Like, doing this? Like, I'm like, what is this? It's like Swagger and whatnot. I was like, okay, that was Jamal Anderson, and I was hooked ever since, man. Ever since like that run in 1998, I was hooked, man.
Yeah.
So, that's how long, 10 toes down since 98. So that's it. I ain't going nowhere. This is what it is. Like
Okay.
people ask me, like, yo, why? That's my why. I like the color. I'm red and black all day. Does not matter. Does
Yeah,
not
it's a
matter.
red and black state anyway.
Everything,
See?
yeah, everything here red and black, literally.
It's just what it is.
Exactly. So before we get into the first topic, it's like we're gonna do a roll call. You know how we do. This is not anything new. Devon, what's up, brother? Ezekiel King, Isaac Crimes, Asia Green, Reggie C2K, Workflow Dre. We got Prove It. I see Isaac Crimes like, yeah, rest in peace, Demarius Thomas. We may talk about that at some point. Not too much, you know what I mean, because we don't want to put too much of a damper on the show. But yeah. we're gonna talk about that, at some point. At some point. But we're gonna get into the first topic right now. This is a revenge game. Panthers on deck. All right. Things kind of got out of hand that first game.
Yeah.
things kind of just went a little left. You know what I'm saying? So we owe them one. You know what I mean? Like it's not the fact that they blew us out, nothing like that. We saw that certain things got out of hand, and we could have actually stole that game, from them if certain things could have bounced our way. And I think that's just how this season has been going. It's just the tremendous amount of inconsistency. It's from the defensive side of the ball, special teams. It's damn sure the offense, and I'm sure for as long as we've been Falcons fans, we would never thought that we would say that the offense has been inconsistent, that we can't put up points. But this is where we at. Now, I'm gonna start with you, Frank. How you feel about this game tomorrow, man?
I feel like at the worst, I thought we was always at the worst split with the Panthers. So I feel like it will be a revenge game that we should dominate the whole game from beginning to the end. Because I still don't believe in Cam, even though he's a Georgia boy. But I don't believe in Cam knowing that offense good enough to beat us. So yeah, I feel like we should dominate that game from beginning to end. Our linebackers are fast enough to stop him. So yeah, I'll just worry about him not even running the ball. I mean, throwing the ball, passing the ball. I'm not worried about it.
Man, the power of positivity coming from Frank from Macon, Georgia. Man, I like that, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Ty, what you got for him, man?
Yeah.
Panthers on deck.
Yeah, I think this game tomorrow, it's gonna be a fun game. I feel like this game gonna be fun. We all know the game gonna be fun. But I think it should be a game where if Cam's starting, because we don't know if Cam's gonna start. He got benched. But if he does start, it's gonna be a game where I think Cam gonna try to do too much. I think Cam gonna try to prove something. Because he's playing Atlanta. He always does it when he plays Atlanta. He always got to do something, trying to do something spectacular. And he all remember he tried to run a touchdown and Dion blew him up. Like certain stuff. Like he does certain stuff, and it's just like, bro, you should be doing that. Like, and so if he comes out there tomorrow and he's trying to be this hype man and all of this like he used to be, like think he's 2015 can, even though he lost us in 2015 still. So I mean, like. It's just like a monkey on his back. He never has swept us. I don't think he's ever swept us in a year. So I mean, and we should dominate. We really like Frank said, it should be a game where that our offense should roll. We really should. Defense should have a game though, because I don't think you really got to worry about a passing game with them, because we see Cam hasn't really been throwing the ball. When he did throw the ball, he got bit. So that's the thing about it. Like they want to try a little bit of options, and they just fired their OC. I forgot about that. So their OC, I don't even know. So we really don't know. If Matt Rule's running the offense, then we probably know what. If you watch Baylor, you know what he's gonna run. But that's about it. But it should be a good game overall.
Oh yeah.
I mean the way I'm looking at it, I'm gonna answer this question first. And by the way, we want to make the the people in the chat. Hey, if you got a question, like, yo, hit us up. I know we have a Q&A part of the section, but hey, I'm gonna make you part of the show too. So don't be afraid to to put your questions out there. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. Now, what I'm going to say, everybody's saying like Scam Newton, and we know that what this man does when he comes to Atlanta, but that was clean shaven Cam. That was dark Caesar Cam. I don't know who this man is. Like, I don't know. Like, somebody, I think somebody put that in the chat. It said like Cam Darnold. I think that's exactly what he is. Like, the man. I never looked at Cam as someone that's like, I don't even want to say like prolific in passing the ball. I wouldn't even necessarily even say that he was like average. Like he would have to be. I think everything has to work for him. Like it has to work off the play action, and guys have to be almost running open for him to hit them. Like he can't throw a receiver open or nothing like that. So if he has tight windows, I think he'll struggle. And then basically he would have to run with the ball, try to show some sort of physicality. we already know what he's going to try to do. Just like what you guys said, he's going to try to do so much because this is where he's from. And when he came back, he was like, "I'm back." Well, you're benched, and we'll see exactly what happens. What happens when you're benched? We'll see what happens. Like, let's see how your mental is after you get benched. Let's see how you can bounce back after that. Because right now, this defense is playing a lot better than we did, back when we played them the first time. AJ Terrell is scary good. He's not just good. Like, he's scary good. And he's thriving outside of what happened last week because, Mike Evans cooked him up a little bit. He took his lumps, just like every corner is going to take his lumps. But what's going to happen is, he's going to lock up, who is it? Who do you think he's going to lock up? Is it DJ Moore or Ronnie Anderson? Who do you think he's going to line up across from?
Robbie is a bigger threat.
Robbie, yeah. Okay. Lock him up.
Robbie's the bigger threat for speed wise and going vertical. Robbie's gonna be the bigger threat. I mean, DJ Moore is a great route runner. He's a route take. But I mean, if you want somebody going downfield, you're gonna take Robbie. And the thing about it is with DMPs, he really don't have size. Like, he really don't line up with people. Like, if you ever look at it, because Fabian Monroe lined up like Chris Godwin most of the game last. So it's not really you gonna stick with somebody. It's whatever side I put you on, you gonna have to guard that man in front of you. So I mean, I would rather him be on Robbie's side though, but you just never know. You never know what DMP is gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I like about him. When you run in multiple sets like that, you shouldn't know. I mean, for the past in the Dan Quinn era, we know exactly what we were getting on defense.
Yeah. I feel more comfortable with
that same old one-man cover 3, where anybody just get hit in the seams.
Yeah.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Mafi just said offensive line took their lumps. When do you guys expect they'll get it back together? Start with you, Tyrone.
I think you got to look at who we played last week, bro. Look at the D line that's down in Tampa. Like, you got Vita Vea, you got Sue, you got JPP, you got who's there? I can't even think of the other D name.
Sue.
You got Sue. You got Devin White. You got you got Levante. Is that his name?
Levante David.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got Levante. Like, bro, that team, that front seven is not an easy front seven. You can just line up in front of. It's an old line, and really what messed them up a lot more is that they did a lot of stunts. It's a young old line. Got to have communication, and you saw it last week. The communication just isn't on par as you want it to be yet. So it's gonna take them. This week, hopefully, we get to get back right. Get to actually talk. I think it just takes the time. It's going to take time for them to learn each other, really. I think that's the main problem right now is that they all so young. They haven't played together, and they don't really know each other, especially on the inside. These 3 guys haven't played with each other ever. So that's the thing about it is, and then that's the worst part about it is that they gotta get used to each other. That's the thing about it.
It's gonna be hard because the jostling between the two centers is gonna make it. The chemistry between the line is one of the biggest things. Those guys should go out to eat together. Those guys more family oriented than any other group on the field because they got to work in unison so the quarterback can feel comfortable. But when you got the coaching staff bringing in a center and switching them out, and that's why you're gonna get those snaps that are not not gonna be good, and they got to get that together. And another thing with the offensive line is if we're gonna stay with one of those guys, I think we gotta make it a point for at least one of them or both of them to beef up in the offseason because they're too small. They're too small, man. They get moved too easily. You know what I'm saying? So which causing false start from the center. You causing Matt Ryan get pressure up the middle. I think the guards are going to settle down. I know Lindstrom, he's not a worry for me.
Yeah.
And I think the left guard, he's getting better, man. He's the biggest offensive lineman we got. That's the crazy part about it. So
he's basically a tackle, man.
Yeah. So I think we need more of that size throughout the whole line,
He's
so we
what?
can be more consistent. Oh my God!
Mike, come on, man.
Did
It's
somebody
the
say something
boogeyman
about being
himself.
big?
Huh?
Big? Did somebody say something about being big? Too small?
I mean, he's the biggest offensive lineman we got.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
But one thing I do know about this offensive line is that I think you guys kind of said it, but I'm gonna say it again. This offensive line is not as bad as it's been playing. I've said this obvious. When you don't have a number one and your running back is tiptoeing in the backfield, your offensive line gonna struggle. Okay, I said this before again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. All right. When you look at this offense, look at one of those receivers and tell me with a straight face that you would pick them to be on your Madden team.
Nah, maybe like the
That
fifth
speaks
option.
for itself. That's it. The fifth option. And look, they be on free agency, and unless some of my man players they get injured, then I'll look at them. But they like the fifth, sixth, seventh option. They're not even third option. So these are our starting receivers. Think about that.
Even then, I'm dipping into the free agency pool before I look at Zacchaeus.
Right, come on, man.
Yeah. They not getting those are like look. They are most of them guys are like 5th round, 6th round picks, and we out here playing with 5th round, 6th round picks as start receivers. And the worst part about it is the kid is undrafted. So imagine if you playing Madden and you got to pick between Zacchaeus versus Tajay Sharp, you still probably take Tajay Sharp. And then you ain't really nobody's gonna draft Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is gonna be one of them guys on Madden draft that you gonna see in free agency. You probably still gonna sign another free agent. You gonna sign a rookie free agent before you sign Zacchaeus. So that's the thing about it. Like it's like you gotta realize this team's receiving core it's just not good at all.
Bro, if I see that I'm down to Zacchaeus and Blake and Tajay Sharp, I'm simulating the season. I'm coming back fresh next season, man. I ain't dealing with
I'm coming back on the draft. I'm coming back to the draft.
Yeah.
To the draft.
I'm telling them, yo. But see, that's what brings us into this. That's what brings us into this is that
So you guys think we're going first round? We're going offense in the first round of the draft.
You talking about like wide receiver or just like it's like what?
It's not popular. I already said it. It's not a popular decision. I've already said it. It's not popular. I mean, you got to look at what we have, what we don't have on offense, and just be realistic about that. Do you want someone else's trash? Let's be honest. And I'm not trying to say Devontae Adams is trash, but like that's the best option going into free agency is Devontae Adams. Even if he hits free agency. He's someone else's product, and he already has an attitude. He doesn't want to be in Green Bay for the most part. So that's what you want. We already dealing with Miss Hissy Fit.
Oh man, we got hit row right now.
Speaking of Miss Hissy Fit.
Oh, excuse me. Is that my introduction today, Matt Mike? I mean, because you got personal issues with Miss Maggie T. Hi everybody else on the panel. Don't worry about me.
Yo, the eyes about to go through the roof.
Push me out the way, just.
I'm just gonna boot you off the show. How about that?
We at 33 right now, man.
Wow.
What's up, my fans? How you doing, man? Asia. Goodness. What's up, Asia Boo? I saw you on last night. You might as well come on and join us. But look. I don't even know where y'all was at. Y'all was talking about if we was gonna draft O-line.
We talking like do we need to go offense in the first? Well, that's what Frank said. He said, do we need to go offense in the first round?
Wide receiver, yeah. I mean, not in maybe not first round, but I know we definitely got to address that situation. No matter wherever we're gonna get it, free agency or whichever, because Kevin really ain't coming back, and even though we might get a little incentive doing this cap increase, but we still it ain't like we're gonna be comfortable walking around here. Got money that he's throwing around, so we got to be smart with our decisions. I want to go defense, of course, and I got my eyes set on a certain Georgia player.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Say his name.
Now we talking, Miss Maggie.
Y'all know that big man name on the
We need Jordan Davis, baby.
Now I'm gonna say this. This might be a little unpopular, but that's okay. I'm a pro cutter. That's what I do. I'm the Paul Heyman. If you ask Mike, I'm the Paul Heyman of this group. Now here's the thing. I like and I don't like what I saw in that Bama game. It shows that Jordan Davis may be a 1 to 2 down player, and that may drop his value so that we may be able to get him in maybe round 2, or round 3. I know, Frank, I know what you're saying. Now we know what we saw. Now we gotta think about particularly how these GMs think. Now we see the value in Jordan Davis. We see it. Now I'm thinking like a general manager, and I'm hoping because the person that I do want, I want Chris Lindstrom's brother. I want Alec Lindstrom to team up with his brother because Alec Lindstrom, because I don't think we'd be able to get Tyler Linderbaum. But we get his brother is like I think the top 2 right now in center. I think he's up for like that award right now. So let's put him next to his brother at the center position, or put him at
brotherly
guard.
love.
Now we got something. I
want to hear what Frank got to say because he's a diehard. From what I just learned, he's all Georgia team.
Man, I don't care about no Frank.
We don't care about you, man, Mike. I want Frank because it looks like he itching to say something about who he wants.
Go ahead, man.
The reason why I want Jordan Davis is I told my cousin this the other day, and I said, he said, man, we can't even get to, he said something about first down or second down. He's only 2 down player. I said, but if our defense can't get to third down, that's a big thing. Yeah, he might be a 2 down player, but he gets you to third down.
Yes.
We don't get to third down enough. So we need somebody to get us to third down so we might can get off the field and get the ball back to Matt. Because Matt Ryan has been in an offense where he's had amazing talent on the offense. We haven't had that on defense. We need to start giving our draft capital to the defense so we can give him the ball back and Matt can work his magic. If Matt can't work his magic, because most of the time, I'm going to say 9 out of 10 times, me being a Falcon fan, and I'm watching the game go down to the bottom, Matt Ryan's on the sideline watching the defense get a game up. So my logic would be to, hey, why don't we reverse that? Go defense so Matt Ryan can do the game-winning drives like he did in the first 5 years of his career.
We got a Frank
You
for
see what I'm saying?
president. Okay,
Take that, Kurt Warner. Take that.
No, don't even bring up Kurt Warner because Kurt Warner just crazy. But he just put a full publicity.
Oh man, I want to say something about that, man.
Hey,
he put a full publicity stunt in the middle of the week. Middle of the week though, like you put a publicity stunt in the middle of the week. Not even like maybe okay, it's a Friday. Like I can do it on the weekend. You did this on a was it Tuesday or Wednesday? It just said, man, Matt Ryan annoys me. Where did you get that from? Like it really came out of nowhere. That was the worst part
I think
about
he was looking for some attention, and it didn't quite go the way he wanted to be. He called himself just critiquing him, but it was like a jab. It's like you can critique a player all day long. Look, if Matt Ryan doing bad, Matt Ryan doing bad. Okay. But it just looked like it was more of a, hey, y'all, just pay attention to me right about now because I ain't doing nothing with myself right now.
Then your movie coming out and everybody, then he's like, I'm mad. Then he tried to come at fans. Like he couldn't stop himself. Like he got into a hole real fast because he kept going. He started going at the fans. Fans don't know what they're talking about. He couldn't stop it at that point. He just kept going.
Man, I'm waiting for. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the date that Matt Ryan comes out onto the podium and says, "You know what? Y'all need to keep your name out, my name out your mouth." Like I'm waiting for
Mr. Matt Mike. is a Saturday morning, sir.
Look, oh my God, Jesus! I see. I'm getting corrected. Look, this is what life is like for man Mike. I'm always getting corrected.
We can't be sucking nothing this morning, sir. All right, that's just what I'm saying. We got to suck it right now.
My sweet tea. I got my sweet tea. Let me sip it. Maybe it make me feel better.
Thank you. Go ahead, Madness.
You need to hit Kurt Warner over the head with that sweet tea. That's what you need to do. Because I'm gonna think about it, and like I said, I'm from New York, right? So these people down here, I said this last week, so apparently people ain't got the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat myself, and I don't like to repeat myself. So here we go. That's my daughter. I do not like to repeat myself. But anyway, number one.
Okay. Boy, yeah.
No, I do that all day, every day.
Who would you rather have? Because in New York, they're not sold on Daniel Jones. Okay. Number two, they just drafted Zach Wilson, and they don't even know what to do with him. They benched him. Number three, Tua Tagovailoa. They don't even know what to do with him.
Did I just hear that?
He got hurt and he got benched. Yeah, he got hurt and then he got benched. He got hurt bad. I forgot what happened. He hurt his leg or something.
I'm giving you the inside scoop of what they say out here on the radio, bro. They ain't sold on that dude. They just drafted him number 2 overall. They ain't sold on that dude. I'm telling you. What was it? Josh Johnson came in and tore it up? I think Josh Johnson or that dude Mike White came into that game and tore it up.
Mike White. It was Mike White. White had like that Tom Brady performance.
Bro, like they not sold on this kid. And I don't know if it was like pressure from the GM to get like a franchise quarterback. But again, there are teams out there. I mean,
he's a good looking white boy. That's why they drafted. That just be real.
Man. Look, I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Joe Namath ain't walking through that door. And if you thought you had Joe Namath,
and that's what they're looking for. That's exactly what I said. You caught on to it,
man. Because I see straight through the BS right now. I mean, look at this. Right now, you got Jared Goff in Detroit. Are you sold on him? No. Where else? What other kind of quarterback situation? Even in Carolina, they're not sold on their quarterback situation. What we need to do is we need to understand what the hell that we have before we lose it. There's very few years left in this man's career, and if they don't get no blockers in front of him, he's not going to last that long. He said he wants to play until he's 40. He's not going to last that long. Just ask Russell Wilson. Sierra is in his ear, and he's like, "Look, you want to play with your kids when you retire?"
Sierra over there twerking in his that's what's happening with him.
Let me tell you something, man. My man's like, I got to get the hell up out of Seattle. I've been running for my life my entire career. I can't do it no more. If we don't solidify this line in front of Matt Ryan, this guy is basically he's going to get carried out. He's not going to walk out.
Yeah.
And then where's that going to leave us? Because who's the next quarterback coming up? Are we going to have to wait for that Manning kid? We got like 3 or 4 years away from him, right?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 years.
2 more years.
He's in high school, right?
He's not even college right now. So he enrolls sometime. He's gonna make a decision because Arch is 18.
Yeah,
and
so we're at least 2 years from him. Yeah, so we're at least 2 years from him. So, well, I think we're going to extend him, and that's going to give us a little bit more wiggle room in terms of like the cap. But we definitely need to solidify that line in front of him. I already said that there's 2 people that I particularly like. It's not, again, just like what I said with my Alex Lindstrom take, it's not popular, but I like Mike Gallup. I like him.
I like Alec, and I like what's the one from Linderbaum from
Linderbaum.
Iowa? Linderbaum. Yeah. Both of them. I like both of them, bro. If you want to bring in a big boy, a big center, those are 2 you look at.
I mean, you can see what happens when you draft a lineman. But look what happens when you draft a lineman, how that changes life for everybody, Like when you have like legitimate blockers in front of you, you can run the damn ball. Shout out to K Styles. But you can run the damn ball. You could do exactly what this man, what Coach Smith wants to do. That's what he wants to do. So I think what we need to do is that we need to get past this whole idea of that we're going to get like a Devontae Adams. I think he already mentioned that he wants to play with his boy Derek Carr in Vegas because they went to college together. So he's already looking at that. And they're probably going to back the Brinks truck up to bring Devontae Adams to Vegas. So that's out. I mean, the only thing that you're probably going to have to look at is probably Mike Williams from the Los Angeles Chargers. And he's broken down. And then you probably got Mike Gallup, who you could probably get on maybe like an incentive-based type of thing because I know there's times he's like a little injury-prone. But that dude will go up and get those 50-50 balls. That's what he will do. That dude can catch and trap.
He's a Georgia guy, too.
Thank you. And then the last person I want is A.J. Dillon.
Can we relax on Bryce Young? All right. We've seen this
Why
story.
you
about Bryce? Oh, my God. Marquise, I like you, man, but come on, bro.
Let's chill, okay? Let's chill. He's riding the wave. We've seen this Alabama story with quarterbacks before.
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, they didn't even want Mac Jones. Let's not even call him.
Like, I mean, you look at these Alabama quarterbacks, they're not. I mean, they have the most successful one we've had out of college right now is Mac Jones.
They didn't even want him.
Yeah. So, but we all know why. We all know why they didn't want Mac Jones, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But you know, that's the thing about it is Tua came out hurt, stayed hurt. You got Jalen Hurts, who you know he's not in one of the best of situations, and now Gardner Minshew looking a lead up there, and so now you got to worry about if he gonna keep his job in Philly. Because you don't know what they brought Gardner Minshew in for a reason. And I don't know why people were saying they weren't, but they brought him in for a reason. Mm-hmm. And so now you got these teams. Now you got these, and then who else? It's another Alabama quarterback. I forget. But all three of them they just aren't good. I mean, they haven't shown you anything in the league. So let's not say, okay, let's bring in Bryce Young because he looked good versus Georgia. He looked like he's ready. He's gonna win the Heisman tomorrow. I already know he is. He's gonna win the Heisman tomorrow. Or tonight. He's going to win the Heisman tonight. And everybody's going to get all hyped about him and like, he needs to go in the draft next year. And that's what messes people up. Y'all want these kids, these 2-year college kids to come out, and they not ready for the NFL. You need at least 3 years in college to be ready for the NFL. Y'all get these sophomores and be like, look at Johnny Manziel, what he did. Came out 2 years, and then his career was horrible. So y'all don't get hype about these quarterbacks in their freshman year. It's their freshman year. They haven't got figured out yet. That's just how it is. It's their freshman year.
Get rid of Desmond Ridley. You see, he's struggling right now.
Yeah,
but that's why we need somebody behind Matt that we actually can look to the future for. You know what I mean? The actual quarterback sitting behind people. Like, you don't get the Green Bay situation anymore. You know what I mean? You don't get, those guys actually learning how to be a quarterback, in the NFL. And that's what we're missing. I think we'll have a better chance of drafting the quarterback this year and let him sit behind Matt for 2 more years or 3 more years or something like that and let him take over and sign him to a longer contract in year 4. You know what I'm saying? It'll be cheaper on us.
Are you talking about Malik Willis? Are you talking about him? I'm just saying because like somebody get bit in round 4, round 5.
Marquise say Sam Howell in the second.
Man, Marquise don't be quiet with that.
No,
he been running that. He been running that. He been saying that for 3 days now.
We have too much talent to be drafting the quarterback in this. I can see what Bob Rochler was for. We have way too much talent we need to fill in the second. We should get a receiver in the second round. We don't get a receiver in the first round. That's who the second round pick would be on.
Deion Jones is gone next year. We're gonna need a linebacker.
You say wait, but he's on the contract though, isn't he?
No, he's just signed a contract extension. Deion just signed a contract extension. I'm not but restructure. It's restructure. When you restructure, there's little chance that you're going anywhere. Because what you're doing is you pushing the money towards the future.
He backloaded his contract when he restructured. If y'all look at it, he backloaded it.
After this year,
now that restructure, what restructure does is take money from this year give you a little bit this year, but most of your money. That's why the cap for Matt Ryan is sitting at 48 and 67 in dead cap. He pushed it forward. So how you get that money back? You gotta restructure and kind of reset the market as far as reset his contract for the most part. And I think that's the biggest thing that people are not talking about.
What about old boy from Pitt, the quarterback from Pitt?
No, we good on that. He a Michael Vick.
Mr. Fake Slide, Mr. Kenny Pickett.
Man.
Hey, you gotta think though. The best quarterbacks don't come from the Power 5 conference most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, when the last time we had a best quarterback?
Oh, Matt Ryan for us.
I'm just talking about the NFL in general. It's been a lot of busts lately.
Oh yeah,
they're not ready.
That's really a moot point. That's a moot point. There's
most
not a lot of
confidence
success.
and mental.
Not even Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence look like an okay quarterback right now. Okay at best. And
but
we
like
see
I
Josh
said,
Allen right now. Josh Allen is struggling his ass off.
Like I said, these guys, they're gonna come out early because they think, okay, I'm ready to go, and your agent telling you and you're whispering in your ear, you're gonna be a first round pick, go get that money. You got your family members, go get that money.
Yeah.
You a first round pick, go get that money. And then now look, you're not ready to play, you get all this money, and then you looking mediocre on the field, and then you're gonna get cut by the end of your contract. And then what you gonna do? Because ain't nobody gonna want to sign you, and you done look mediocre for 4 years straight, trying to be a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, you're gonna be a career backup.
I get it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta strike when the iron's hot. Because honestly, I probably do the same thing. Like if I'm Bryce Young or somebody that really did well in like 1 year, it's like that's one of the first things I probably would do, was like make the jump to the NFL. It's just a lot of these, and just like what Tyrone is saying, a lot of these quarterbacks, they're coming from these offenses where you're just like a one read and go. That sounds a lot like
RPO.
Yep.
I told you that.
I call Action Jack.
Only team running RPO right now successfully was the Eagles. The Eagles, when they had Jalen Hurts, that's why Jalen Hurts has started looking real good, because they started running. That coach runs RPO a lot, and that helps Jalen Hurts out. That helped his career out really and truly, because he needed a coach that was going to run RPO, because he was not going to do good in the pro set. Because you see, he left Alabama, which kind of sort of runs a pro style, because he lost his job, and so then you see it now. I mean, like, nobody runs RPO in the NFL. That's why you can say, you're going to go to a school that runs pro style. You're going to go to, like you said, like Frank said, these lower level schools run a lot more pro stuff. They don't run a lot of RPO stuff, and that's why those guys come in a little bit more prepared. But I mean, it's getting to the point now where college football is just turning into RPO, and that's why these quarterbacks ain't gonna look so good. It's gonna take them years to get to pro level stuff. Because the NFL ain't never gonna go RPO. They tried it. Chip Kelly tried that.
It's Chip Kelly's fault, man.
Yeah.
That's Chip Kelly's
Chip
fault.
Kelly, yeah. He tried to bring it to the NFL. Y'all saw how bad that went. He got killed trying to bring that to the NFL. So, and that's why Marcus Mariota struggled when he came up here. I mean, all these quarterbacks that you see that ran RPO in college are bench warmers, really and truly. Let's be honest.
You know what? I think Patino was going to try it with Mike Vick first, though.
Yeah,
Mike
I think he was.
got in that trouble, and then he left.
He had a vision of what it was going to be. Yeah, I could have definitely seen that. But I just want to comment though on Josh Allen, because everybody's talking about how great that Patriots game plan was, and yeah, it was great. But goddamn, did anybody see Josh Allen miss Cole Beasley for the game-winning touchdown? That man was running wide open.
He missed. He went for the deep route instead of going for the short route.
RPOs. I told y'all about the RPO. They ruining the quarterbacks. It's a gimmicky. It's exciting, but it's gimmicky. You don't teach. You're not teaching quarterbacks to go through their progressions. That's why
it's lazy football.
Despise the RPO, because you're not teaching the quarterback how to actually be a quarterback. You're teaching them how to read position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Mike messing up. Go ahead, Frank. What you have to say?
I don't know what we're talking about here.
I'm talking about he was agreeing to you about how the quarterbacks come up in NFL versus the college football.
Oh yeah, I think it's not quarterbacks. You know, the offensive coordinator. They try to simplify for these younger quarterbacks that really not getting how to read a defense. So they're giving them what you call like markers. All right, pull. If the defensive end come down, you hand it off. If not, you pull. You should throw this slant right here, right behind him, because he just, you know what I mean. It's like watching like high school football all over again. When you know what I mean. It's dumbing down the offenses, which is giving these quarterbacks a shorter lifespan in the NFL. That's why these quarterbacks keep going so fast in the top 5 or top 10, because they know they're only going to get 3 or 4 years of good years out of them, because they don't know how to read defenses and want the defense to get the tape on them. Their career is over. You know what I'm saying? So
Daniel Jones.
It's dumbifying defenses like what he said. These quarterbacks know how to read the defense. They don't know how to read defense.
Yeah. So, like I said, we got 2 of them up here in New York. They're absolutely garbage. They cannot read the defense to save their damn life. They can't.
Daniel Jones, bro. My mom's a Giants fan. She cuts out Daniel Jones every game. Every game they play, Daniel Jones gets cussed out because he's just bad. Like, he's just bad. And that, the thing about it, and you know who else I blame? I blame Mel Kiper. I'm going to throw some blame on Mel Kiper. I'm going to throw some blame on Mel Kiper, because Mel Kiper just be grabbing these random quarterbacks out of nowhere. But he did it with Mitch. He did it with Daniel Jones. He's going to do it with Sam Howell. He's going to do it with all these guys that you ain't never heard of. Like, hey, man, he did it with Zach Wilson. He did it last year with Zach Wilson. Man, Zach Wilson. Because, mind you, Zach Wilson was going to drop. It's so funny because if you look at where Zach Wilson was projected to go, he was projected to drop at number 4. When then Mel Kiper came out of nowhere, I think Zach Wilson should be a top 2, top 3 pick. And where did he go? Right to the Jets. Daniel Jones should be a top 5 pick. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Went top 15, top 10, top 15. Like, every time he does this, he just gets these guys' draft stocks so high, and they're so bad. Like, you can't tell me he's really looking at their film and being like, they should be the next. They're the next guy, and he does it all the time. That's what annoys me about him and Daniel Jeremiah. They just do that just to do it at some point. Like, they just gotta have some type of headline before the draft starts.
It's a business. I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Because Mel Kiper, Mel Kiper had me wanting Glenn Dorsey over Matt Ryan. This is before I actually started like my research. Hey, I was young. Okay, we're talking like 20 years ago, man. let me tell you how this man gave me the okie doke. He wanted me to he gumped me, and gump means got a girl under my power. He had me under his power, and he convinced me. He's like, you know what? Maybe we should get Glenn Dorsey and then get Colt Brennan. Remember that name? You remember Colt Brennan? Yeah. He was like, maybe we should get Colt Brennan from Hawaii in that June Jones offense. And anybody remembers the 1991 Atlanta Falcons? They had June Jones as their offensive coordinator. I was like, 2 + 2 is 4. I like this. When we drafted Matt Ryan, I ran around my house screaming, no. But I absolutely lost my mind. My head absolutely exploded, and I ran around the house screaming no. Until that day, until the first game of the season, his first pass, he threw it to Michael Jenkins, and I never seen Michael Jenkins run that fast a day in his life after that.
That post route, baby. The famous post route.
The famous post route. First pass of the game, man. And that's how I feel about Mel Kiper. He gets people's draft, just like what Tyrone said. He gets their draft stock high. Mel Kiper should what's the name of that famous agent in baseball? That be getting people paid. Y'all
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about because he get all the he got Verlander that big contract. Yeah, he got all them guys in huge contracts. Yeah, I can't even think of his name, but yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Now, anytime that you want to go to your boy to get yourself a raise, you need to bring Mel Kiper Jr. with you because he's gonna raise your stock and you're gonna get that money. You're gonna secure the bag like that. Now, having said that, how do y'all feel about these two centers keep rotating in and out? Should we keep doing that?
I think it's not going to be good for Matt.
Maggie's like, no.
I don't think it's working out. I don't agree with it. It definitely does. I mean, centers rotating is just, but we got to give it to Arthur Smith. It's his first time being a head coach, and I don't think he's opened up his playbook all the way, to be real. I think right now it's just he don't understand. It's a matter of the players don't understand who he is. He don't know who his players are, and everybody don't trust one another. Right now, it's just the chemistry is not where it needs to be as far as us getting it together for this season. But I don't expect much in the first season anyway. So, but hey, we make it, a little bit first round or whatever in the playoffs, but I don't feel like we're in an organization that can go beyond the, first round and make it all the way through. So,
hell no.
Got to wait for the draft, but that center situation, I don't agree with it. So I disagree. That's my opinion on it.
As a center myself, this is not good for Matt Ryan. It's really not. Like, for instance, it's not good for Matt Ryan. Because when you start at center, you do the whole. I'll put it like this: your whole week. First off, you get on the field. This is my routine. Get on the field before everybody else. Take at least 100 snaps with the quarterback. That's just automatic. You get there when you get on the field before everybody else. You get dressed. When you get on the field with the quarterback, y'all take 100 snaps. That's before practice. Get in practice. You're gonna take at least 30, 40 snaps in practice because y'all go team, inside drill, all of that. So y'all gonna take more. After practice, you're gonna take at least 50 more snaps because y'all want to be in sync. Mm-hmm. Especially if you got a taller quarterback. Especially if you got a new quarterback because you got to see if he's taller, shorter, how he like it. You spinning the ball, all of that. So you taking at least throughout the whole practice, you snapping the ball at least 200 times with the same person. So if you rotate in the center, you can't get that rotation in the practice. And then calls. You got calls with your O-line because you go to team. I mean, well, you go to specials and you got your your O-line huddles and all that with your O-line and D-line. Y'all got certain calls y'all call. Like, you got steak, chop, all of your chop block, whatever you call it for your certain block, your reach blocks. Y'all all got certain calls. Every center has different calls. So imagine you bring in Hennessy, he say one word, and you got a young old line, and he got one word, and y'all know what that word means. But then Darwin come in, he said another word. Y'all like, what does that even mean? Because it's a horrible way of going at it. I understand Arthur Smith's reasoning behind it because I said this when we drafted Dolman probably was going to take Hennessy's spot, but Hennessy was going to start this year because he was the incumbent. I said that when we drafted him. I said, okay, so Dolman's going to take the spot because Dolman's a better reach blocker. He gets to the second level better, all of that. But Hennessy was going to start because he was the vet. He's been in the league longer, so he was going to get that role. So that's the only thing about it now is that he's trying to slowly integrate both of them to see which one he likes more. But it's hurting Matt more because you see all these twists. Everybody's going to throw stunts at us now. But if they look at what Tampa did last week, it's going to be nothing but stunts get thrown at us, especially when we switch centers out. Because you can tell the communication's off. Because you got two guys blocking three people, and another guy don't know where he's standing there wide open. And he's got a blitz coming up. Like, and so you just see it happening. You're just like, okay, yeah, this is not going to go well. And that's what's getting Matt hit. And I think it's going to take – and I'd rather have Hennessy, and I'm not going to lie. I like Goldman, but I think I'd rather have Hennessy, really, truly, at this point of time, because Hennessy has the experience.
Frank, you want to take this, man? Because
I think they did a good job already, man. To piggyback off what Maggie and my man said too, man. I don't feel like it's good for Matt. And it's not gonna be good for the whole offensive line. Also, like I said, you need that chemistry. So the bottom line is to protect Matt, and like you're gonna see a lot of fumble snaps because Matt is not gonna be looking at who's snapping the ball to him. He's gonna be when he get out the huddle, he's gonna be looking to survey the field, and he get up under there, he's not gonna know which one until the ball is snapped. And when the ball is snapped, you know what I mean. Both of those guys got different hand gestures, like you said, different calls. He's not gonna know. By the time the ball's hyped, the ball's on the ground, you got a fumble or, it's just not good. I think they need to make a choice and just stick with it.
Man. Tyrone, from your mouth to God's ears, for you to be advocating for Hennessy, man, I'm telling you right now, man, you are that dude. I'm telling you, you are that dude. I like that. But personally speaking, I'm still salty over what Christian Barmore did to Matt Hennessy. Matt Hennessy, I'm not even a Hennessy drinker. Matt Hennessy had me grabbing for some hen dog. That's what that man had me doing. He turned Matt Hennessy into Brokeback Mountain. That dude he was folding him backwards. Like, he was folding him backwards. He had him twisted up in knots. Christian Barmore did was it Kama Sutra? He did the Kama Sutra on
Whoa! What with the language? What
Man, Mike, I know you ain't on here.
Whoa! We don't do that stuff here at AFM. Whoa!
Man, I did rated R. They do rated X. I did rated R. that was
it's the Magnus, everybody. It's the Magnus.
That's what Matt Hennessy's name is. Brokeback Mountain. He got all bent out of shape. I'm done with him. But if he, at this point, Matt Ryan is doing the calls by himself, and he's doing the best that he can to get that ball out within a matter of time. He's a rhythmic quarterback. We know that. So as soon as he plants that foot on that 3-step drop or that 5 to 7-step drop, he's ready to get that ball out. But what Mad Mike has been saying incessantly over the past couple of weeks and months is that we don't have the playmakers on the outside that can get open. I am sorry. The only person that truly can get open right now is Kyle Pitts, and he's getting bracket coverage every single time. You could line him out outside, you can line him up inside. He's getting chipped, he's getting blocked, and then he has to run out on his route. He can't do that, so somebody else has to do it. And I guarantee you, if somebody says Russell Gage tomorrow's going to have a big game, I'm going to lose my mind because it's not it. If Stephon Gilmore is a lineup across from Russell Gage, we're going to have to depend on Blake and Alamandan or whatever, what do you call them, baby hands. We're going to have to depend on baby hands to get open. You know damn well he can't catch that ball. He'd be better catching a Nerf ball than catching an actual NFL pass. You seen what happened when JC Jackson, when he picked that ball off, when it literally hit him in the hands? Do you remember that against the
Patriots? That's what it is. That's his name from that point.
Baby hands, man. That dude got Deadpool hands.
Did you say dimple hands? Oh, man. Hey, welcome to the show, Frank. This is what you get all the time on AFN. Food cut up.
I tell you, stop cursing on him, man. They talk about Matt. They said Matt Hennessy. Listen, I said stop cursing. Now, Tyrone. There's one thing about me is like I don't like cursing, and Matt Hennessy is one of my first words, and Debo's in my I say all this stuff, man. Debo's on my list too. I know they like him. My stepson like him too. I don't like him anymore. I don't know what happened to him when he moved on the outside, but my man's tackling with his shoulder. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm saying hot takes today. Now, going to J Roney 404 with a $5. Thank you for paying for that gas, brother.
Super chat. Thank you for that $5
$5 donation. That is one, because right now we're living in inflation. That is 1 gallon of gas. Sorry, that's how we living in right now.
You might get a Popeyes box or something. You can eat. We'll get you a pack of noodles.
I drive a gas guzzler. It's one gallon of gas. I'm barely making it to work, ladies and gentlemen.
bro.
Matt Hennessy getting mopped around. You ain't lying. But what Tyrone is saying is that he is the one with the most experience, I guess, like going against Chris Jones last year showed that he had a little talent. He's shown that he's capable. I don't
I put it like this. Like you said, he's capable. I think last year, and this whole year everything's been new for the whole team. I mean, the roster in itself is not as good as it was last year. Let's be honest, it's not the same roster. It's not the same talent. I mean, all around, it's just like you got to learn a whole new offense. You got to basically learn new calls, and that's on him being in his playbook. That's on him getting, sitting down with the O-line coach saying, "Hey, let's have this conversation about this and that. Let me help. It's on him at this point. He got to rely on himself. You got to be your greatest help. And you playing center, you got to be your greatest help for it. I mean, and that's coming from – I played since I was 8. I played center. You got to be your greatest help. Like, you got to be the one to go talk to the OC about plays. You got to be the one talking to your O-line coach about how should we block this play and what I see. And you should be the one watching film telling the coaches. And that's the thing about it. As a center, you're the general. Everybody says the quarterback is the general of the offense. The center's the general of the offense because he's the one telling the quarterback what he sees. The quarterback goes on what the center tells. He's telling everybody, I see this I see the linebacker blitzing. I see the outside linebacker blitzing. And then he's watching film. If you're watching film every day, every week, dude, you should be seeing stuff before that. You should be watching film immediately because you got to watch blitz pickup. You gotta watch, what the edge does, what the D tackle does on certain plays, the twists and stunts. And that's what you tell the quarterback before he gets calling plays and stuff. And that's the thing about it. Like,
go ahead.
He has to be in his playbook. He has to be in his own. You have to be your own person. Like, you got to be basically your own coach. Yeah, you got O-line coaches, but you your own coach. You sit down with yourself and say, I'm going to study my playbook this week. I'm going to study, I'm going to study this. I'm going to study that. I'm going to look at film all week. But even before the game, I'm going to look at film. I'm going to talk to the OC. I'm going to talk to hear him. I'm going to talk to Arthur Smith about this. I'm going to talk about Ragone about this. I'm going to tell the O-line coach, hey, I'm going to call this call to call this. I'm going to have a group meeting before the game or throughout the week with my O-lineman. And we're going to make calls up and we're going to have a call sheet. It's stuff like that he has to show you. He's got to be more mature in my eyes. If he's not doing that already, he's got to be more mature. He just has to show me his maturity. That's what it is for me with him.
I got a song for that entire scenario. Y'all heard this song before? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's that right there. That explains the offensive line all year long. All right. If we talking about a second year guy, and we wondering why the offensive line is struggling, that's the reason why. Matt Ryan has to not only read the defense, he got to look at the calls and see what the defense is doing. Like what you were just saying about stunts and who's coming for the blitz, who's going to come the delayed blitz. Matt Ryan doesn't have time to actually focus on being a quarterback and teaching guys. Like right now, he's teaching offensive linemen, he's teaching receivers, tight ends, running backs. He's doing everything on the field. And this is why you need a guy like Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones. But they left Matt in a position where he has to be the big brother, the daddy, the stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying? The stepdaddy. He got to be the stepdaddy, okay?
Well,
they treat it.
Wait, hold on. The number one, the woman of it. Gotta stop for a moment before our sponsor. Take it away, Maggie.
Okay. I saw that we have somebody that was definitely, helpful during the time that we was trying to do our meet and greet. They're called Deshaun's. I'm gonna go put their name up. Sweets by Deshaun's. We're in partnership with them. Once we start our tailgate and things like that, they'll be providing the treats and everything. So I want y'all to go on over there and give them a shout out. They are on Facebook and Instagram, but you want from scratch cakes, like slap your mama cakes. I had the red velvet and man, I loved it because y'all know how it is. We don't play about our cakes, especially from scratch. So custom make cakes, however you want it, birthdays, any type of event, or you just want to eat some cake. You can get slices of cake as well. So y'all check them out. I'm putting the link in the chat. If you're still watching, Jerome and your wife, appreciate you guys tuning in today. you know. But that's all I got. Just go ahead, Sweets that about they Sean, and y'all check them out. Get y'all some good cake for the holiday.
There we go. See, that's what happens when you start moving up. You know, you got bills to pay. Okay, that's what happens. You got those good cakes that you could take to the church. You know, where you got to put them out there. You got those good cakes you could put in front of the deacons. That's what you got right there. Sweets by Deshaun. Say it one more time.
I need this cake. Mm-hmm. Line in church. I made it.
Well, here's a hot take for y'all. Here's a hot take for y'all, because here, you know, I'm gonna start calling Matt Ryan Mr. Underappreciated. You know, so can our wide receivers give Mr. Underappreciated some help versus Carolina secondary? Because we already know they're gonna bump and run on them because we can't get open. We ain't got no release. So how exactly are we gonna be able to get this man some help? You know, against Carolina secondary. Frank, you want to start off?
Yeah. The short answer to that is no, but the long answer is, you know, can Arthur Smith do what he's supposed to, you know, come here to do? Can he scheme people open? You know, because we're short-handed at wide receiver. The other tight end has been hurt. So now I want to see this offensive genius, you know, put in some work and not leave Matt Ryan out to dry. You get what I'm saying? Because you are what you got. You know what I mean? We don't have A plus talent at wide receiver anymore. We got a very athletic tight end. Well, we got two actually, but so, and you know, we got scrubs at wide receiver. So you're gonna have to scheme people over. It's what it is.
You keep it real.
I apologize. I'm trying not to explode because it's not you. I promise it's not you. We got some damn scrubs. We got fucking mini me's on the damn field, and we expect Arthur Smith to do something with that. I apologize. It's not you. I promise you, it's not you. It's me. When I hear scheme our wide receivers up, and it's like y'all expect him to be a genius. We got Vern Troyers. We got literally 3 to 4 Vern Troyers on the damn field, and we expect him to do something with that. What you gonna do with them little dudes?
Bro, I'm watching Peter Grove playing. They got bigger wide receivers than the
Man, let me tell you something, man.
I mean,
we ain't got no
for
10,
one,
okay?
we don't have a running game outside of Cordell Patterson. Is that a check? Right? So one, we need receivers and we need an actual running back. What can you do? We throw screens all day.
Bro.
Or check the ball down all day.
We don't have 10s no more. Okay, we don't have 10s on the outside no more. We ain't got 10s, but we got 5 good 2s. We got 5 good 2s. That's what we got.
So is anybody else kind of upset with Calvin Ridley?
I don't even care no more.
I don't care if he stays or he goes. I just don't give a damn no more. Okay, I don't care. If you stay, you gonna stay. If you go, you gonna go. I don't give a damn. My heart is out of it.
Well, who was it? Bubba Gump said he's basically basically Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot are going to get their guys in this year. Remember, we're still working with Dan Quinn's trash.
Damn.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, you know, these are not the guys that they drafted. These are not the guys that they want. These are the guys that they inherited. Now, when Arthur Smith took this job, he was thinking that he was going to have a Julio and maybe a Calvin and and the Kyle Pitts thing would have been a luxury. Like, that might have been a luxury pick, but they got their hand. I believe they got their hand forced once Julio forced his way out. You know, because hell, who's to say that we wouldn't have had Micah Parsons? You know, if we had Julio and probably Calvin on the outside, you know, we might have had Eden Hurst starting at your tight end. We probably would have had Micah Parsons probably as your rush in. But did across from number 6. I don't call him by his name anymore. I don't call him by his name anymore, man.
Oh man.
I'm told I'm really in my bag today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, we're still in the hunt. We're still in the hunt, but it's just this. I'm going through it, man. I'm going through it with the O-line play, and sometimes I think that our schedule was. I mean, we've been going against some pretty decent, front sevens and front fours. But goddamn no. I mean, you know who I miss? I miss Matt Gano. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't mentioned this man's name enough during this season, maybe because out of sight, out of mind. But damn, I miss Matt Gano, because I swear, like, Mayfield would have messed up like that first couple of series, and Matt Gano would have slid right on in if he wouldn't have started that guard. Who knew? But
yeah, that's why I say this roster talent depth is just horrible. Like, you can't blame, or like you, like, I understand how you say he said, scheme people open, but look at who he got the scheme open in Tennessee. You had AJ Brown. You had what's the tight end name that went to the Patriots? You had Jonnu Smith. I mean, he had great talent in Tennessee, and you got that big 6'4" running back there in the backfield that can run over anybody he wants to. So I mean, that's the thing about this team, is that, like, bruh, it's so hard to say, yeah, let's scheme somebody open. And, we don't have nobody to really scheme open. Like somebody said, we got wide receivers that can't rise at 6 foot. Like, they all, like, it's like you have nobody to go get an up ball. And it's so funny. Like, I'm watching it's high school championship week. So I'm watching all the high school games. And I'm just like, bro, these receivers are bigger than the receivers we got on the Falcons. Literally. Like, these 6'4" guys out here going up to get jump balls and stuff. Like, bro, I'm telling you, Cedar Grove got a team of nothing but D1 athletes, bro. But, I mean, like, that whole thing.
He's 5'8". He's 13 years old, and he's already Zacchaeus size.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the point of, you got to get your guys in. And this year's the year. That's why I say you can't draft a quarterback this year. As much as everybody wanted us to draft the quarterback last year, you couldn't draft the quarterback last year. So you got to get your guy in. You got to get your guys in this year. So that's the only thing about it. Like, I mean, that's so crazy. It's so bad. Like, I think everybody just aggravated about this team but I'm more about the Calvin Ridley thing. It's no emotion in it now. Like, I don't want to even. I can't use. It's so touchy to talk about, but. Right, like you left and you left. Like, I mean, you can't. That's like you break up with somebody. Like, you care about them, but you ain't got no emotion towards them. So,
yeah.
So if everybody's saying this, like, are you saying, like, we should wave the white flag?
No.
Oh, that was already waved. When I saw him drop another damn wide open pass, that's when my white flag went up. I'm tired of seeing him drop key passes.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna say one thing is, like, what we're doing is, like, we having realistic optimism. And that's what I would say. Like, we know what we have, on the outside. We really don't have no playmakers outside of the freak, and then you got Flash. And that's pretty much it. I believe Hayden Hurst this year has been underutilized a lot. I was expecting a little bit more 12 personnel. And, I mean, that guy's a freak too. And why the hell do we ain't getting the ball to throw more? Like, you basically have 3 wide receivers. I'm gonna be real right now. It's like you basically have 3 wide receivers. You have Kyle Pitts, CP, and Hayden Hurst. And I was expecting a little bit more out of that kind of personnel, outside of Tajay Sharp, Christian Blank, and Baby.
I'm okay with Tajay. I'm okay with Tajay. I'm not okay with anybody else. I'm okay with Tajay.
We're gonna have to be okay with Tajay.
Let me tell
you something about Tajay, man. Tajay is basically a low budget Michael Thomas. He good as hell on that slant. Don't expect no more than that. That's what Tajay is. He'll work the hell out of that slant, man.
Listen, man, you on the road. You on the road today.
I told you he ball
hammer
today. Look, man, he ball hammer for you.
I gotta bring it today, man. And shout out to Maggie for teasing me because it was cold as hell up here. It's a little bit warmer today. That's why I'm in my bag today. It's a little bit warmer today.
Oh, you got a little heat going on. Okay, I get it now. You ain't over there freezing.
And it's also brought to you by whatever's in this can. Okay,
whatever's your can, you don't need to know about it.
Anybody, I'm gonna tell you, anybody that's in the comment section, y'all can guess what's in this can. Now, mind you, it's 12:45 p.m. Guess what's in this can that got me in my bag today? Okay, you got Sweets by Deshaun and Baby Hands. If you remember anything from today, Baby Hands and Sweets by Deshaun.
Yeah. What I do? What I do? What the heck did I do?
Now we going.
That was Magnus. Never mind, Magnus. That's what he talking about. You.
Yeah. You gotta be specific because it's Maggie and Magnus.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta be specific. It's like down. It's like down that wrong number when you get that last number. Yeah, you gotta make sure you dial the right one now.
Yeah, you might not want to accidentally blow me up because you might not like the conversation on the other end.
What the hell you
want? All right.
Q&A.
Open up Q&A. Want to start off with a couple of Q&A. Because we don't want to be on here all day. Everybody got something to do. So it's going to open up for a little bit of Q&A. If you got any questions regarding the game or anything that's regarding, like I said in the beginning, we're not going to talk about Georgia football. We're going to wait on that. Okay. People are still a little upset, so we ain't gonna go there. Okay.
Yeah.
People are still salty.
The upset person is me.
We got 20 days.
We still good.
I don't want to talk about Georgia football for 19 days. 19 days, because we got 20 days to
I don't want to hear about Georgia football. I don't want to hear about. Look, if I hear anything close to a Stetson Bennett, you will get blocked. Okay. Okay. Now you stop. Now
you know how the ref they take out their hat. I'm throwing the flag and I'm throwing the hat. Get him there. Him off.
Man, no. Okay, yeah. Drop your question. Okay. Apparently, I'm gonna get to one. It's baby hands, not baby hairs, though. But I see what you're talking about. Baby hands came from Deadpool. Have you ever seen Deadpool when he took his the glove off and his hands about that big?
Yeah.
That's baby hands, man. That's what it is. I just want to let y'all know. But yeah, no other talk or nothing like that. But get your questions in. I'm gonna ask a question real quick. Why do y'all feel just in general, why do people always got to keep Atlanta's name in their mouth? Whether it's like basketball with Trae Young, or whether it's like Matt Ryan, with like why y'all always gotta keep our names in your mouth when y'all trying to get like a hot take? All this stuff that you could talk about, you want to talk about us. Why? What's your take on that?
It's Atlanta's like the it city right now, man. They kind of run the music industry. Everybody comes to Atlanta that love Georgia. So, you got to take the good with the bad, I feel like. But people love Georgia, man. It's Southern hospitality is a real thing. I know because I used to live in California. So, yeah.
Oh, word? And you came to Atlanta?
Huh?
I mean, you went from what part of Cali you was at?
I'm from Macon, but I went to JUCO in California. Matter of fact, I played for the same team, Aaron Rodgers. He used to come back and throw the ball with us and everything. So I met Aaron Rodgers like 3-4 times. But yeah, man. So everybody loves the South, man. Everybody intrigued by our accent, how we live and what they see on TV. You can't say you from Georgia without saying, "Oh, you from Atlanta." No, I'm not from Atlanta, but yeah, close. But yeah, man. People love Georgia and they love talking about Georgia. I say, man, take the good with the bad. It don't matter. Keep it. Because the season not over with. Nothing's over until it's over. So I like it.
I've always stated this. I've always stated this. Maggie, can I curse, please?
Go ahead.
All right. I've always stated this, that there's one, it's a bully culture within the media itself. And then fans just make it even worse. It's a bully culture, and the fans just they make it worse. You got the media that sets out the plan, and then the fans, they pretty much go out. They like the foot soldiers. They get the orders from the top guy, and then the fans go out and pretty much make sure that plan is generated. But it just comes down to this. They some bitches. Only bitches do stuff like that. Only bitches do stuff like that. You keep every time you need some publicity, guess what you know? You know how them $40 tricks be doing? What them $40 tricks do? Every time they need a hit, they go to the man. And that's exactly what Kurt Warner, Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, every time they need a hit, they go to Atlanta. All right, Matt Ryan is that dope. All right, let's just keep it in. Matt Ryan is that dope, and they need their hit. Let's go keep it straight. We're gonna keep it hood up in here, okay?
Lord.
Hey, he need that hit. They need that $40 hit. That's why they keep coming to Atlanta. Y'all know the South been doing this for a long time, so let's just keep it real.
Y'all missed the whole point of the question. Yeah, this man. Yeah.
I know. Look, that's what I'm saying. I get what he's saying.
Can I answer the question? Please.
Oh, Jesus.
The question was, why do everybody, get on about, the Georgia teams? It's because we don't give them nothing to talk about. Whenever we about to be getting there, we do the same exact thing. Every exact team. It took 26 years to get where they are. The Hawks now, of course, we can't say nothing about this new team we got now. Now, these look like some contenders, but we can't say that for previous. So we're starting to build a product that could go somewhere now. So I ain't gonna talk crap about the Hawks, you know what I'm saying? But it's because we haven't from any team really achieved anything. And, so it's like we are the punching bag, basically. We the butt of the jokes, like Kwame, that's how they did him. He was the butt of all jokes because of what happened in his, career. So Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, we haven't done anything. Georgia, we're taking forever to get another championship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we are the butt of everybody's jokes. And until we get a championship around here, they're going to continue to laugh at us. So no matter what we try to do, even if we having a great season, of course, once we tank again, they doing the same thing Atlanta normally do. So that's the point. We are the punching bag because we don't give them enough to be excited about. We are not doing our part either to make it exciting to even talk about. Who cares about what's going on with, us at this point?
I'll put it like this.
We care.
I'll put it like how Mike put it. They need so like I agree with both your points. Okay, so they need something to talk about. Atlanta doesn't give them nothing to talk about, and then they just gonna go at Atlanta because it's Atlanta. The thing I put it is that you look at. I've been here, like I said, I've been in Atlanta my whole life, 20 years. Grew up in Atlanta. I've seen the worst and I've seen the best of the media towards Atlanta. It is not even the fact. It's the fact of none of our players are publicity stunt players. None of our players get on TV and be like, F this, F y'all, F this team. And then the city in itself isn't a city that's real. We have our it's not like New York where everybody has like a character. It's a character thing. Like everybody got this, oh yeah, I'm from New York. Like everybody has that certain thing about it. It's not like Philly where they all have that certain thing about them. Atlanta's just Atlanta. Like it's just a city where you come, and people come here like, oh, it really ain't nothing to do in Atlanta. Well, you're not from Atlanta. You got to be from Atlanta to know it. And that's the thing about it is like they don't feel the need. It's the city's just not a city to be like it's not even sports wise. It's just not a city where you come to Atlanta. What's the first thing everybody say? Oh, I want to go to Maggie City. I want to go to Strip Club Road and stuff like that. And that's kind of sort of like what people think of Atlanta, but Atlanta's such a city where we don't have no hostility towards nobody. It's not like we gonna come in and be like F you, and then it's not like we going to other throwing popcorn on fans and on the players and throwing trash on the field, all of that stuff. And Atlanta just doesn't. We just don't do stuff like that. And that's the thing. That's the thing about it. We don't have nobody that's gonna go on. And like even Trey, when Trey tweet, he don't tweet nothing, controversial. Trey just tweet little jokes and stuff, and that's the thing about it. They want conversation pieces. Baker Mayfield gave it Cleveland, and they had LeBron. They have little conversation about them. Yeah, you don't have no controversy in Atlanta. The only thing the most controversy we had was when Julio left. That was about the biggest thing they had on us, and that's been years. I mean, that's been years since we've had anything besides Vic. That was the other big thing we've had. But other than that, from the Vic years to going on to the Julio problem, there has not been a lot of new bad things that happen in Atlanta. We just haven't won. That's about it. That's about the only thing that happens, that we just haven't
won. Can I add to that?
Yes.
Like, can I kick it? Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. All right. I'm about to go Rap City in the basement right now because I'm about had it with this man. You know what? What I really need, because one thing I'm really sick about sometimes with Atlanta, and it has nothing to do with the panelists here, and it has nothing to do with the real ones that's in the comment section. What I'm seriously tired is that every time that I gotta sit here and watch an Atlanta Falcons game, I have to explain to somebody why the seats are empty. Yeah, you got real ones in Cleveland. Yeah, you got real ones in Detroit. Yeah, you got real ones in Philly. Yeah, they do throw batteries and whatnot. But you know what? When we actually had a contender and we was actually going out there and busting ass is when we really was out there embracing the villain. Remember the attitude 1991 when we was out there just being the villain? You know what? We actually got a villain down there in Atlanta right now. You know this? Number 11? You know what it says? That's the villain right now. When we actually had success is when we, it's like, you know what? This is what you want. You want to unlock the beast, then I'm going to give you exactly what you want. I'm not going to be out there and I'm not going to be sitting there driving and doing vehicular manslaughter or anything like that. I'm not going to give you news like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unapologetically beat your behind every time we get on the court or every time we get on the field. That's exactly what we need. Attitude. So when I'm looking at the draft, when I'm looking every time I evaluate this team every week, and you could tune in next week because who knows what Magnus is going to say next week, but I'm evaluating who has the necessary attitude moving forward with this team. I see Foye has it. I see Grady always had it. I see Matt Ryan has it. I see AJ Terrell has it. But there's some guys on here that I think they out there just collecting a check or just happy to be on the field. Or just happy to be on the team.
I'm glad you said that because that's still that culture of the old regime, though. Honestly, it was like they were babysat. They were just comfortable. I'm getting a paycheck. They weren't pushing themselves hard enough. So until we get out of that Dan Quinn mentality, it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? What these players I'm just here.
I'm just like Marshawn, listen, I'm just here so I don't get harmed. Like that's kind of sort of how they play. Like there's such nonchalantness about this team, and you see it because nobody want to be fired up on the sideline. Nobody want to jump around. Nobody want to get in each other's faces about nothing. It's just, we here. We gonna lose this game. Oh, we gonna win the game. That's about it. And it's more the bench players themselves be more hyped than the starters. So, and that's one thing I'll applaud Frank Darby on is at least he gonna be an energy guy. Even if he don't see the field, he's still gonna be an energy guy. And that's kind of sort of what you want. You want somebody at least have some energy on the sideline. Our sideline be looking so dead. I'll be like,
Cordero Patterson, he's hyped, man.
Yeah, CP. So CP really got it too.
CP is that
talking
guy.
About confident. You talking about confident players, though.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, but to make it to the NFL, you have to have some sort of damn confidence. It ain't like you got drafted off of charity. Like some way that you had to get there.
I think a team. They adopt the coach's mentality.
Right.
That's why when you see the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, he's gonna say what he's saying. He's gonna feel confident. He's gonna say it with his chest. You get what I'm saying? The team psychologically they'll adapt the coach's mentality, and you can see it on the field.
When you got a coach that come in and talk about brotherhood and have boxing coaches come in and all of this.
When he embrace the suck, guys, embrace the suck. Hell does that even mean? What the hell are you talking about? Embrace the suck. That kind of suspect if you ask me. But that's a whole other conversation.
That
was pretty good though. You got to give it to him.
His catchphrase, I mean, he had good slogans. His slogans
but he was
amazing.
aggressive. He was aggressive when he first came in. He was talking about attacking. It seemed like every year.
Talking though. You can talk all that. You can come in here, you know. Just like Arthur Smith came in here. Yeah, we're gonna come in here and run the damn ball and be aggressive and all this. Oh, it's all
Maggie,
talk.
We did an interview. I don't know if you remember it. You remember it, but we did an interview with Chris Drafts and Kenny Fournette. And those guys said when they saw Dan Reeves, they immediately began to straighten up.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. That's it. When your head coach is really instilled that fear, it's like, look, I'm not gonna, even if you don't like it, I don't give a damn if Calvin Ridley is sitting at home right now because Arthur Smith got into his ass. If that's the real reason why, I'm glad it fucking happened. Excuse my language. I'm glad it happened because I'm so sick and tired of when somebody hits Matt Ryan, someone hits Julio, or somebody clips Russell Gage below. We don't see nobody stand up and like, look, bro, you're not gonna keep doing this type of stuff. I need somebody. I don't care if we get a 15-yard penalty. Get the damn penalty and set a fucking standard. I'm sick and tired of looking at the damn sideline and we don't see no players upset because he threw an interception or he dropped an interception or whatever the cause may be. I need players that are going to be fired up for whatever reason. Even if they dead ass wrong, I need them to be fired up. I have not seen that in so freaking long. We have not seen that. We need some, look, at the end of the day, we need some head busters. Chuck Smith said all the time. Chuck says it all the time. I love the hell out of Chuck. We need some damn head busters. That's what we need out here. All right? Period, point blank.
They're not going to, but the funny thing about it is that Arthur Smith in himself, Arthur Smith has shown, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to come out and he's been one of the meanest coaches we done had in a long time. I mean, he's one of the most like, I'm going to come at you and I'm going to scream at you on the field. I'm going to get in your face on the field. So you know you wrong. Because he done it to Matt a couple times.
I was about to say that. He's done it to Matt. He done
shoot Matt out a couple times looking at him on the field. And that's what I want to see that. That's what I want to see. Dan Quinn was just, clap. And Dan Quinn was just Jason Garrett in a different body. Really and truly. That's what Dan Quinn was. He was just Jason Garrett in a different body. Just clapping the clap. Like, we get 3 and out. I'm going to just start clapping. Like, bro, dude, fix the team. Get mad, get aggressive. He had no will and way to win after a certain point. You could tell he didn't want to win at a certain point. He was just there to beat it. And that's the thing about Arthur Smith is that Arthur Smith want to win. Arthur Smith trying to prove a point. Even if we don't make the playoffs this year, he's already won more games than Dan Quinn did last year. We were 4-12 last year. We done won 5 games now. So and no matter we gotta play. We still got to play San Francisco and we got to play Detroit. And those are winnable games. We have a lot of winnable games on our team. Tomorrow's a winnable game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we don't know. We can go.
That's what we need right here. This is what we need right here. This is the type of play we need. This right here.
This the enforcer. This needs somebody that's gonna beat it. And that's the thing about when you think about this team is like we ain't got nobody on this team that's like. God, he a dog. Debo used to be that. Y'all remember Debo was really that. Debo was that guy. He was like, yeah, we gonna set Debo out there. Debo gonna be that guy. And then Debo got hurt. And then, that's when he got Debo as his name. That's when he got Debo. And then it's just like, and now it's just like he's not the same. I don't know if it was the injury he had. I don't know what it was, but there's no real like I'm gonna come at you and be your enforcer, and you gonna have to listen to me on this team. And that's the worst part about it. That's the part I don't like. Like, bro, we had so much. We don't have no D lineman like that except Grady. Only line Foye slowly turning into that, but Foye's so nice. He's too nice of a player to be that type of way. He's too nice of a guy. I'll put it like that. He's too nice of a guy to be that type of way.
I think
AJ Terrell,
AJ a dog.
AJ a dog.
He got some dog in him. Yeah.
He the only dog really real. I say Eric Harris got some dog in him, but he just don't know how to tackle. That's his worst problem.
He can't catch a cold either.
Yeah, he can't catch. I was at the Washington game and watched him drop 3 picks right in front of me. So I mean, I've seen it in person, bro. Like that was the worst game.
Eric Harris is called a day late and $1 short. That's his way.
Yeah.
Okay, because he stay late. I mean, Eric Harris reminds me of a New York City subway. He's always late. No matter what you do, he's always going to be a step late, man. Now, but
he dropped like 5 or 6 picks already this year.
Bro,
Eric Harris dropped 3 of them versus Washington, bro. I'm telling you, he dropped 3.
Eric Harris could have been a Pro Bowler this year, man. But
he would have been.
Let me get into what Matt said, because I'm gonna flow off this real quick. Falcons have a reputation of being soft. The O-line and D-line must be real badasses and rough up players when they get a flag. I like Tyson Clabo, guys like that. Put fear in our opponents. That's why I like Mike Davis, who look. You see, I was with you until you mentioned the tiptoe burglar.
Oh my God!
That didn't even sound right.
Why is he talking about Mike Davis?
All right.
Yeah, because
this is what I mean. Because when I wholeheartedly agree with what Tyrone said, but one thing about the AI, like, yeah, you do get Southern hospitality down there. Now, there's some things about up north that you need to know. New York has an edge to it. Philly has an edge to it. Detroit has an edge to it. Chicago has an edge to it. Texas has an edge to it. Atlanta has an edge to it. Anybody down there, I'm telling you right now, you may get Southern hospitality, but ain't no punks down there. I'm telling you right now, that's how the A is built on that. Because of the fact that Atlanta has always been known to be second best to people. That's how they feel, and that's how you always going to always have like that chip on your shoulder. What we need is when we, like I said, when we had our biggest success is when we embrace that. Is that we're, always everybody's always going to overlook us. That's why I never believed in Atlanta sitting there. You want to talk like the Atlanta Hawks was talking smack to the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks? Are you serious, man? Are you serious? When we going to talk about the New York Knicks? They're trash. Look beyond that. Look beyond that. Basically, the Atlanta Hawks have a chance to go to the, but they have a chance to go. They have a chance to go to the finals. Don't be sitting there talking about baby brother here. They're trash. They're absolutely trash. What the Atlanta Falcons need to do, just like what Matt Mike said, we need some head, but we need attitude. We got it in the coach right now. And I'm telling you, starting next year, it's not going to be this year because we're still dealing with that trash right now. We still deal with people that's about as soft as drugstore cotton. Okay.
Let me say this
real forward. Quick. Yeah,
this
go ahead.
This is just a rumor. That's what I'm hearing. There's no truth to it. I wouldn't necessarily say truth to it. That's the reason why I brought up Calvin Ridley and Arthur Smith. The alleged rumor, all right? I'm going to put all asterisks beside it. But what I'm hearing is that they got into some big-time disagreement, and Calvin did not like it. And what I'm hearing is he just took time off, and he basically he's not seeing eye to eye with Arthur at all, and that has a lot. It has a lot to do with how he's being played in this offense. That's what I'm hearing. All right. So again, this is a rumor. That's the word on the street. I'm hearing it for several people, but I haven't had any confirmation as far as guys like D-Leg. But the people that I am hearing it from, they have some they have connections to certain people. I'm not gonna I don't want to release that, but that's the thing that I'm hearing, that he got in some type of confrontation with Arthur, and those guys are not seeing eye to eye. We'll see, but that's what I'm hearing.
Well, you heard it here first, man. So,
I mean, you look at how he acted when he. You know what's funny, because he said he needed a mental health break right after that week before, when Arthur Smith went at him in the press conference. Arthur Smith went straight at him in the press conference. He said, these wide receivers ain't catching the ball right, blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, I need a mental health break. So you never know. You really never know what really happened in that locker room. But I can see, you just see it in a lot of these Alabama wide receivers. You go look at what they're doing right now in the league. They all got a little bit of a problem. I feel like that.
Maybe except for Cooper, right? Cooper's probably the most quiet out of all of them.
No, because Cooper said he could play. He said he would have played the game with COVID because Jordan played the game with the flu.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That'd be wild for them, man.
Yeah, so I mean, they all got a little bit of an issue. They got that great Alabama education, man.
Yeah, so, little bit of diva in them, man. But
they all have been. But that's the thing about it. That's why I'm sorry to cut you off. That's why I say certain guys come out of college, you can tell they was gonna be a diva, right? You can look at some of the stuff they were doing in college, like they weren't the number one. You got to get these guys that weren't number ones, unless they're humble enough. Which Kyle Pitts was humble enough, because he didn't know. We could have went so many different ways with that fourth pick. And everybody, when they say he got interviewed multiple times, everybody's like, well, that could be that should mean we should get him. But mind you, we would interview a lot of people multiple times. So, I mean, the thing about it was we just didn't know where he was going to go. And then for him to feel that way, to feel blessed enough to be like, I'm an Atlanta Falcon. It's a lot of players out here, because we heard Jamar Chase family say they didn't want him to come here. They were happy he went to Cincinnati. They started cheering when Kyle Pitts' name got called to come to Atlanta. So then what? So that's the thing about it. Like, it's just stuff like that. You have to realize these guys you got to bring in humble guys. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Humble, but yet hungry, Yeah. I mean, everybody talk about like they want dogs. That's what they want. Apparently, what everybody's like loving about Jordan Davis is that he's a tone setter, and we don't have that right now on our defense. I mean, that, and also we don't want to waste Grady Jarrett's prime either. I mean, God bless that man, but he get double and triple teamed every time. He can't. I mean, the fact that Grady hasn't lost his mind yet, and start yelling at the defense, it's like, yo, I'm getting 2-3 men on me. Like, I can't be one single coverage. Y'all can't see one man.
I think Arthur Blank really don't want those characteristics on his team anymore after that Mike Vick thing. I think he's scared to get those type of players. So that's why we always getting like team captains. We always getting the nice guy. You know what I mean? That always equates to not being on the team for long.
I don't disagree, but Mike Vick called that man about $300 million, and that's just putting it lightly. He called that man a lot of money. So when you want another Mike Vick, he paid him $100 million. So when owners pay you that amount of money, you actually worth $300-400 million to them. So
yeah,
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with what you're saying. He could, I think, and he's kind of getting back to his roots, who he truly is. I think he truly is a guy that likes to go at people. He's a hard-nosed guy. I mean, he's been in Atlanta and New York. Those are his homes, New York and Atlanta. That's it.
Yep.
Those are his homes. So that's
why do you think? I think that's why you're gonna see a lot more guys come in now that are gonna be doggish And look at the coach he got. Look at the GM he hired. Those two guys ain't no little slouchy guys, no two nice guys. Those are guys that, like we said, those guys been going at folks. They go at D-Led every press conference. Go look at their press conference and see how they talk to D-Led. They don't care about anything that D-Led says. So, I mean, even from when they got into town, they were cracking at D-Led. So, I mean, like that's the thing about it. This team is going to get back to the no care era and all of that. That's what we need. That's what's gonna have to happen, and that's what you want, kind of sort of. So that's what I want.
I think to answer Mafi's question, Dave Ragone helps with the game plan. And if when Matt Ryan comes to the sideline, he goes over like what happened like on the plays, like he brings out like that MacBook or whatever he got. That's what Dave Ragone's he's an offensive coordinator. That's his job. That's what they do.
That's what coordinator.
Now if he coordinates, he does.
Coordinate.
Right? He coordinates. Yeah. But we're already at like the hour 40 mark. I've been having fun. I could keep going, but things got to be done.
Yes, sir.
Everybody get ready for tomorrow. We ain't gonna do no predictions. All we want is a W. It could be ugly. More than likely, it's gonna be ugly because, like I said, we don't have no 10s on the outside, but we got 5 good 2s at the wide receiver position. All right. So we about to wrap this up. Like Frank, you go ahead. You can say goodbye to the people.
Peace, man. Thank you guys, man. I really enjoyed it. I watch you guys from time to time when I have time, man. But it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, you always invited back too. Like, don't be a stranger, bro. You always invited back. Absolutely. To say the word, hey, Maggie, whatever. You always got a spot here on Red Clay, bro.
Okay, cool.
Tyrone, what you got for him, man?
Hey, I'll go ahead. Thank you guys for having me on. Thank you for having me on, Mag. Y'all know me. I didn't get on Friday Night Madness last night, but y'all know I'm always on there. I'm always on some type of K Styles and Mad Mike show. So if y'all know, but go ahead and come over to Fever. Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Come on and go on there. Come check me out. I got my own show. Come on, Tyrone. Do it Wednesday night. And Saturdays. It's bowl season, so and Friday night jackpot. If you do betting and stuff, come on Friday night jackpot. That's all I got.
Yeah, and don't be betting rent now, okay? Don't bet the rent check, okay? Bet responsibly.
Hey, I'll put it like this. I have a thing. You follow what I say, you lose. Don't blame it on me. That's the disclaimer.
Hey, you heard it here first. Hit them up. Now as for me. Sorry, I was a little bit out of character. No, I wasn't. I was really who I was. Sometimes I gotta defer and let people be who they were. Today I really was who I am. And from moving forward, this is exactly what you're gonna get every Saturday. You know what happened? You know exactly what happened? Miss Maggie was able to grant me an extra 30 minutes, I think maybe even an hour. So now whatever I was able to fix in this case, I wasn't even saying what was in this can. Y'all probably don't even want to know. But because of that extra 30 minutes, I was really in my bag now. So for here on out, this is exactly what you get. So you make sure that you wake up and you tune in Red Clay Sports Morning Show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Nation. You might see Frank back here again. We're looking for some new people. If you are interested in coming on and chatting with us, just make sure you bring some energy, you bring some facts. Do not mention Mike Davis. Do not mention who's the other one? Oh, Matt Hennessy. Sorry, Tyrone. I had to do it. Don't mention Matt Hennessy unless he had about 4 pancake blocks. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Because I'm starting to get like Mad Mike. He's been permeating into you now. Now it's Mad Mag. Okay, so moving forward,
I like it.
This is what you're going to. This is what you're going to get. See, y'all unleashed it, man. Y'all unleashed it. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. Say
I ain't got nothing to say. That's the first time.
What?
Hey man, look, damn, I ain't got nothing to say. Hell, I done talked for a whole 7 days straight, so I ain't got nothing to say. Hey man, we appreciate everybody for joining. Like I said, we're always doing shows, videos. We never stop. The grind don't stop here at AFN. We continue to give you guys nothing but that fastest stats and the truth. That's what it's all about. We do shows on everything and every player. This is not a Matt Ryan stands support meeting place or Matt Ryan supporters anonymous or whatever the hell you might want to call it. That's not what this is. This is about this is Marquise. I can't wait till you get your ass. Man, you gonna have some. You been picking on me for like 2 weeks straight, man.
Tie down your pig.
He been picking on me for 2 weeks.
I was hoping you weren't gonna see that, Mike.
He been picking on me. He always picking on me, man. All right, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate everybody for joining us, but yeah, man, every once in a while I don't have much to say. So that's it.
All right, now Maggie, close us out.
All right, yeah. Well, appreciate everybody once again for tuning in on the Atlanta Falcons Nation. Cause I said, I've been babysat with Matt Mike's channel. So it's like y'all gotta be reminded AFN is the place to be sometimes too. So bring y'all asses on over here if you ain't subscribed. Get us some subscribes. Thank you for the cash apps at Atlanta Falcons Nation, as well as those super chats. Look, we're really trying to make some big things happen at the top of the year, especially if the Falcons are, going to contend in the playoffs. If we get there, I want to do I want to meet some of these fans. So we're trying to make that happen because I know y'all was excited about the November 7th event that we had to cancel. But look, we still going to get around and get to y'all. So if you're local, hit up, let me know about some good spots to tailgate, good bars and everything with good food. That's what we're looking for because I like to eat, for one thing. I might not
ain't trying to get no ghetto. We ain't trying to go no ghetto ass bar. So
I like to eat and I like good music and a good DJ. So if you got that combination, if it's kind of neutral to everybody can get to, we ain't trying to be out there in North Springs. I'm talking about we want to be neutral so everybody can get to us in the same area. So we will let us know. Definitely play. Look, Marquise. Look, man, you gonna get on this show.
Playoffs?
You got a lot of to talk about, but it's all love, though. I appreciate you for bringing your cousin on, though, Frank. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, you are welcome. And stay behind once we close this out. I wanted to have a few words with you, too. But that's all I got, y'all. Send us some money. Because, we're trying to get $5 pasta pie boxes and stuff like that. So continue to donate.
Yeah, and let's
and
just
my
be the
niece
last
trying to
thing
be
that
in
I
the
say.
back.
Let this be the last thing that I say. Keep sending money to AFN, man. Send your boy from New York down there, man. Okay? If I come down there, I'm going to act a fool. I'm telling you right now. If you see your boy Mag down there, I'm going to act a fool.
Yeah.
If Mag come down there at a tailgate, I'm going to act a... Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, goodness.
She won't let me be great, I tell you. K Styles' niece. Mother and daughter. Go ahead. She just hit it. She just hit so she won't be fired.
Yeah. She said, in other words, leave Matt Ryan alone. Leave Matt Ryan alone. All right, y'all. Yo, rise up, show up, be up tomorrow by 1:00 game time, man. We trying to get this dub, continue to be in the playoff hunt because we in the hunt and it ain't over until AFN say it's over. Later.